Hey, what's up? This is MoosWeb. Today we're not going to talk about politics. Today we're not going to talk nothing about one matter, and that's what we're going to talk about. First of all, maybe you're going to wondering why everyone has been erased from YouTube. There was one channel already done. They're erased every video. Also, there's another YouTubers who has conflicts between companies who copyright, who claim rights that you cannot possess. So we're going to talk about copyright. Maybe you're going to say, what is a copyright? Well, a copyright is like a right to the owner of this product. So for example, maybe in the music, if you for example use music from Batman vs Superman, obviously Warner Brothers is going to copyright you. If you're just for example, if you're in the anime industry as an anime YouTuber, and you use for example openings or endings from the artist, well, they're going to copyright you, for example Sony, because Sony has a lot of music industry in Japan who is done the openings from certain animes. So for example, if you also use an opening and the music of this anime, well, they're going to copyright you, for example Aniplex or Funimation, but Funimation doesn't care about copyright too much. Only for example they copyright Melancholy of Haruhi Suzumiya. But for example, this has done, for example, we was really mad when the Fine Brothers, those YouTubers, was telling if you, for example, use the word react, they're going to copyright you. But unfortunately, this never happened. But now YouTube put a law, thanks to the US, we have new laws that you, for example, you use for example of anime characters, they're going to copyright you. Unfortunately, this has never happened yet, and we hope never happen. Never. But for example, if you use for example Marvel property, obviously Marvel is going to claim rights. But there's one thing, there's one agreement, and the other is disagreement. What is agreement? That for example, if Warner Brothers copyright you, they're not only going to claim the rights, they're going to monetize your video, but YouTube don't cancel. But for example, if a certain company, for example, like this one, for example, who has a fight between Anime America. Well, Anime America is like an anime YouTubers who reviews in the anime industry, for example, the characters, the weapons, and everything about anime. Well, those YouTubers has now a conflict between this company, and this company is from Italy. And this Italian company is actually claim the rights, but also maybe this company doesn't have the permission to claim the rights. But what is going to happen here? First of all, old anime, for example, like Ranma 1.5, maybe they not going to copyright thing because it's not a new anime. Like for example, I do Fate Stay Night review, and well, only one song, yes, they copyright me, but Aniplex says, okay, you can use your video, but we're going to monetize. I don't care about the monetizing, I do this only for fun. But for example, if we're talking like about Undertale or video games like PewDiePie, for example, he has an agreement with the company for doing this. But for example, Toby Fox is not like a mean guy that is going to tell you, oh, you're using my stuff, I'm going to copyright you. It's like for example in Five Nights at Freddy's. Scott Cawthon maybe is going to copyright you if you're just finding for his property, but guess what? He's a nice guy and he allow it. It's like Hiromashima. Hiromashima doesn't care about the copyrights in America. Just you can use your stuff only if you're agreement to him. Like for example, in your videos, all the rights reserved. So for example, if you're just Sony Music, just put all the rights reserved to the owners of the Sony Music Entertainment property, and that's how Sony will say, oh, this guy accredited me, I'm not going to monetize your video. But also, if you don't want to be cancelled, YouTube cannot be cancel you if you are with a network. What does mean this? Being with a network is like, for example, you need to be, if you're a YouTuber, you need to have a network. Like for example, Maker Studios, Maker, Adversary, and there's a lot of studios in YouTube. YouTube is function like this. YouTube videos, you require subscribers, and when you gain more and more subscribers, you're going to have an agreement with the studio. But you can, if you're a small YouTuber, and if the studio wants you in, they're going to send you an email. Oh, we want you. You can Maker is, for example, is happy to have you good to have you here. So for example, here Maker is allow you to come into the studios, but there's one agreement. Maker on the third party, they cannot allow it too much copyright. So for example, in music, you need to have a good standing, but if you have a bad standing with YouTube and Maker, they're not going to allow you anymore. Also, if you don't want to be copyright in Japan, there's one thing, you need to be part of Nico Nico Video. Nico Nico Video is like a YouTube for Japan, and this can be a good thing because this company copyrights a lot of things because it's used some themes in Japan. But if they know, oh, you're teamed up with Nico Nico Video, well, welcome. We're not going to copyright you, but we're going to accredit you. We're going to have a good standing, and we're not going to monetize too much. Then, for example, I was using, for example, Hatsune Miku Levan Polka instrumental, and I have one time copyright, but unfortunately, they're not copyright me anymore for using the song. Like for example, I didn't have copyright, for example, if I use, for example, the song of Daoko Girl, I didn't have copyright because I accredit the owners. If you don't want to have copyright, just accredit the owners in the comments of your video. Or you can use music from YouTube, but best is that you use instrumental and not, like for example, singing it, because they're going to copyright you and they're going to monetize your videos. But if you, for example, do this for hobby, you don't care about the money you gain in this stuff, well, it's just a hobby for you. But for others, it's job, it's work, and they gain money. So you can be part to this. So for example, if you're in counter of this, just treat YouTube. YouTube was a free source, but now we have a lot of copyrights. These things need to be stopped. What we can do is to make a petition in change.org directly to YouTube to stop copyright, to go to the US government and say stop copyright, because it's a free nation. It's a free country like Canada, USA. So well, we have expression liberty. What's up with that? So go to change.org and we're going to make a petition. Go to directly to the US government. But obviously it's not going to be a petition by me. It's going to be a petition for all the YouTubers who they want to stop this. You can hashtag WTFUCP, which means which means stop copyright here on YouTube. So well guys, that's all the video is about copyright. So for example, if you use, for example, your art on DeviantArt, you need to have a copyright because they're going to steal. Okay, it's good to copyright in one thing, for made a mark in your property, but here in YouTube, it's not a good thing because too much people, they work on anime or they work on reviews, for example, in react to trailers of movies or anime or cartoons, and they put his review on it. So well guys, what do you think about this? What do you think about that we can stop copyright and we can modify YouTube to the old version was YouTube in? So type in the comments or hashtag me or go directly to YouTube in Twitter and hashtag WTFUCP. Seriously YouTube, you need to stop copyright. So well guys, that's it. This Friday we're going to have videos. All this week we're going to have videos. Sorry for the delay. I was working in you know, searching for a second job because I don't win too much money, you know. Because let's say I don't have the materials for example, gameplay. I can gameplay from tablets and from cell phones, but not from a PS3 or a Wii U or Xbox 360. I need to pay the instrument. So well guys, thank you very much. Remember to stay kawaii, and I see you on the next video. And bang, 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 bang. See ya.